I definitely went through a time period where I didn't really know how to be a star, didn't really know how to be a public figure or whatnot. I just tried to come across as like this saint of an athlete. And in reality, you know, I'm not a saint. You know, we all have our flaws. And at this point in my career, I finally got to a comfortable position where I can just be unapologetically myself. What's up, guys? I'm the UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Jones. I was one of the most active champions in the UFC before my suspension, and somewhere along the way I stopped appreciating what it meant to be the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. And so after being without it, I was just so much more appreciative to making that walk. You know, the fans, the music, you know, just the scene, the energy. There's been so many athletes who has overcome things much worse than what I've gone through. And I think my honesty started with me forgiving myself for some of my downfalls. And once you forgive yourself, you enter into a place where you don't really give a shit what other people think about you. And I think that's where I'm at now. I feel like I have nothing to be ashamed of, or no reason to hold my head down. And so now I'm just am who I am. When I really started to be myself the most is over this last 1 year suspension, being away from the game and hearing, you know, just all the negative, you know, backlash and things like that. Somewhere along the way, I just realized, you know what, you know, people are gonna love you or they're gonna hate you. So just be and say and do exactly how you feel. And coming back into the sport, that's exactly what I've been, just super open and candid. And it's gone so much better. The way the public kind of received me has been tremendous. I think people can appreciate my honesty and my story. And it's great to be used, to be able to inspire other people and have my life be like a testimony. Throughout the first and second round, I did a bunch of low kicks, a lot of punches to the body, and in the third round, I started faking a lot more and feinting. And he was biting on my fakes, and I was noticing that he was more concerned with protecting his midsection than his head. And I knew it was only a matter of time before a headshot of some sort would land, and the head kick was the one that I felt was right, and sure enough, it landed flush, and started off the nightmare for him. Daniel has such a strong presence throughout the whole fight, and as soon as that head kick landed, it was like staring at a child, the way he was walking and his eyes, and I knew it was over. I just knew I had to stay composed and get the finish, and that's what I did. It was actually my first knockout in my whole UFC career. It was just such a great moment to get to use that killer instinct and put a guy away. It would be nice eventually to have this mutual place of respect where I can support him, he can support me, and go to his charity events and stuff like that in the future. And, you know, maybe even do an interview together where we talk about one of the greatest rivalries in UFC history. This one is legit hate. I mean, it got to the point with us, we were threatening each other's lives and talking about each other's families. And, yeah, I mean, all class was gone in this lead up. It's not that I regret it. I could do without all the negative energy. I mean, it's draining to go into a interview with your opponent and to just know that it's going to be hell for 5 minutes. But that's part of the sport. It's the nature of the beast. You know, someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. And I've been fairly inactive over the last 2 years, so I'm really ready to make some big checks and increase my brand to a higher level. It's starting something new. It's expanding all of us fighters' minds and start thinking outside of the box, start thinking bigger numbers, and I'm excited to be a part of it.